Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to another season of WTOP 10 Sunday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Barry Weigel.
And I'm Erica Pratt. Today is February 13th, 2011, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
Egypt's military has dissolved parliament and suspended the constitution until new elections can be held. The Supreme Council said it will appoint a committee to propose changes to the Constitution. This council will have power to issue new laws during the current transition period. The council says that they will be in charge until new elections can be held, or a maximum of 6 months. But a leading opposition figure said earlier today that the military must explain its plans in more detail or see a resumption of the demonstrations that drove President Mubarak out of office.
Egypt's new government ordered all banks to be closed today until Wednesday. After protests by its workers, the chairman of the National Bank of Egypt, Tariq Amir, told employees via email that he would be stepping down today. It's still not clear whether his resignation has been accepted. The Egyptian state television announced the closure of the bank and asked employees to consider national interest in wake of the revolt that drove longtime President Hosni Mubarak from office Friday. And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Scott Shibley. What's it looking out there, Scott?
Good evening, Oswego. I'm your WTOP meteorologist, Scott Shibley. Looking at our current conditions outside is 42 degrees, 28 degrees for the dew point, humidity is 58%, wind southwest at 13 miles an hour. Looking at our current conditions outside is cloudy. The green that you see has been raining out towards Rochester and Buffalo, but all that should go away by into the morning, because ahead into our future cast, there's going to be a whole lot of love tomorrow for Valentine's Day with temperature of 38, and it's going to be sunny for Tuesday and Wednesday. But I'll talk more of my full forecast of what your Valentine's Day forecast will be and what will be my pick day of the week. So stay tuned.
Thanks, Scott. Some 1,900 workers in West Tennessee will soon lose their jobs. The local Goodyear tire and rubber plant has announced that it's shutting down in December. Officials are worried about the impact throughout the region, which already has an unemployment rate of nearly 10%. Claudia Barr reports.
I have two sisters that are employed at Goodyear, been there several years, and we heard this morning that the plant was closing effective the end of the year.
Bad news traveled fast in Obion County, Tennessee Thursday. Word that the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company would close its Union City plant was hard to take.
I think their productivity has been excellent for the last year, so we were thinking maybe that might save the place, but evidently not.
Union City Mayor Terry Haley got the news by email. He says the loss of 1,900 jobs will hit not only his city hard, but neighboring communities as well.
Though the plant's located in Obion County, it affects Lake County, Weakley County, Dyer County, Gibson County, and we're only 5 miles from the state of Kentucky. So
the plant has been in Union City since 1968 and employed close to 3,500 people at one time. A statement issued by Goodyear's Union City plant manager says, while the announcement today is not a complete surprise, it is nevertheless difficult news for our employees and their families. Mayor Haley says the loss of jobs will also affect people in cities like Dyersburg.
Dyer County is obviously affected by it, as there's a pretty good number of people that come from Dyersburg to work at the Goodyear plant. And Dyersburg will feel some economic impact from it too, although they're 35 minutes away, maybe 30 miles. So, yeah, they'll feel some effect from it too.
For people who depend on a paycheck from the plant, no reason is good enough.
My husband works at the Goodyear plant, and he's been there for about 12 years, and I have no idea what we're going to do now.
More than 100 people have been killed and scores of others injured in clashes between the Southern Sudan government and forces loyal to a militia leader. Southern Sudan officials said 20 soldiers, 39 civilians, and 30 attackers were killed. In addition, militia forces also attacked the town of Bor. The clashes took place Wednesday and Thursday last week. The attacks are a result of a referendum announced earlier this month where the South voted to split from Sudan and create a new nation.
2 hostages are expected to be released today from a Colombian rebel group. This comes after 2 other hostages were released on Friday and were reunited with their family members in the country's capital. One of the hostages called for a renewed dialogue between the government and the insurgents. Former Senator Piedad Cordoba helped coordinate the mission to free them along with the Red Cross rescuers whose helicopters bearing the organization's symbol flew into the jungle last Wednesday. And now we'll see what's going on with sports with Calvin Brown.
Thank you, Erica. Good evening, Oswego. My name is Calvin Brown and welcome to Sunday night's Sports Report. Today in the NBA, Rajon Rondo led the Boston Celtics to an 85-82 victory against the Miami Heat with an amazing triple-double. With this win, the Celtics improved to a 3-0 against the Heat, taking back their place as the top seed in the East. They can also clinch a potential tiebreaker for home court advantage in the playoffs with a win against the Heat again. The next game against each other will be on April 10th. Coming up later, I will tell you about the sad upset of the men's hockey team, the upset for the women's hockey team, and the possible return of Plaxico Birds to the NFL. But for now, I'll send it back over to the desk with Barry for more news.
A man has been arrested after an early morning bar brawl, which police say took law enforcement 15 minutes to get under control. According to WSYR, Seneca Falls police say the fight broke out shortly before 2 a.m. at the Pump House Bar on Rumsey Street. When police arrived, they say a number of fights were ongoing inside and outside of the bar. It took 15 minutes for the Seneca Police, the State Police, Seneca County Sheriff's deputies, and Waterloo Police to gain control of the crowd.
Nick Canale, his son, and a customer carried a table, 2 chairs, and umbrella to the top of the snowbank outside their restaurant at 156 West Utica Street on Wednesday. Canale and his son then sat down to enjoy some wine in their new, quote, outdoor dining area. Because it is a bit dangerous, chances are known customers will actually sit there. But there is no guarantee, said Canale. He also added that, I've told a few customers that if they don't get their reservations in for time for Valentine's Day, they're going to have to sit outside.
Fresno's Southwest Restaurant and Bar in North Syracuse will not be reopening. They closed last week for violating sanitary codes. According to Syracuse.com, Fresno's was fined $2,000 after a December 13th inspection found dirty conditions, improperly stored seafood, and other problems. Last year, the county fined the restaurant twice, each time for $1,000. According to the health department records, Fresno has a history of sanitary code violations dating back to 2006.
Your Valentine's Day forecast and warmer temperatures this week. Stay tuned for my full forecast.
Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Brother, sister, so together, making sparks ignite in the cold. So excited, got it.
Rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with fflexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Oswego observed Wear Red Day on February 4th to help in the fight against cardiovascular disease. According to the American Heart Association, cardiovascular problems are the #1 leading cause of death among women. The event, led by President Deborah F. Stanley, raised over $1,500. About 30 student and employee volunteers to help raise money. Among the events on Wear Red Day was selling heart-healthy snacks in the campus center.
SUNY Oswego alum Dr. Joseph Conglin's timely work with the technology for aging Americans recently earned him some national coverage. Conglin, who graduated from Oswego in 1982, is director of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology of Age Lab. The coverage focuses on research enabling companies to design products that help aging baby boomers, yet are attractive to younger buyers. The Age Gain Now Empathy Suit, or AGNES for short, helps companies stimulate physical changes people may experience as they age.
Earlier today, our Nicole Lacey went to the Oswego Film Festival, and here's what she has to say.
This is Nicole Lacey, and I'm here at the Mixed Emotions Film Festival, located in Park Hall on the SUNY Oswego campus. 16 different groups entered this festival. These students had to produce a short film under 36 hours, which was then critiqued by judges and the audience. Winners received trophies for first, second, and third place. Kim Bazada, the film club's president, and Alan Daigle, the festival coordinator, explained their views on the festival.
Well, last semester we started the Panic Film Festival, which was a 48-hour film festival where students on campus were challenged to make a horror film in 48 hours. So we decided to do another one this semester, and we called it Mixed Emotions, with the intent we're going to have it done in 36 hours, and they have to make a film that involves mixed emotions in some way.
It's to play up the holiday spirit because everyone knows Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. You know, if you're happy in a relationship, it's great, and if you're single, a lot of us are not, it's just a Monday.
Even though the festival started with 16 entries, the festival coordinator explains why the number is now lower.
We had 16 teams sign up. At least 2 have dropped out or weren't able to submit their DVDs. And we've had 11 people who are officially eligible to win first, second, third prize, as well as audience favorite.
The festival doesn't stop here, for there's big plans for student films in the near future.
Absolutely. We'll probably end up having Panic Film Festival every fall, centering around the Halloween theme of horror films. And then we'll have another festival in the spring, which we're not sure if we're going to keep with Mixed Emotions every single time, but we're definitely going to have one film festival each semester.
The Film Club's president is looking to expand the participation.
And now here's a look at your full forecast with meteorologist Scott Shibley.
Good evening, Oswego. I am your WTOP meteorologist, Scott Shibley. Looking at Almanac today. Today we actually had a high of 41. Average around this time is 32 and 55 back in 1984. If you want to see the sunrise at 7:03 a.m. It's looking over at the low was 13 and it was actually -7 back in 1967. Looking at current conditions outside is 42 degrees with 53% relative humidity. Winds at southwest 13 miles an hour. And what's going on right now, looking at a radar, is all the green. It's actually been some rain has been reported out in Rochester. It's very light. It's not going to affect us because it's going to dissipate as you get into the evening and morning hours. So looking at New York State weather, our warm spot is 45 degrees in New York City. Glens Falls is 23. Our hockey rivals Plattsburgh 32. Local 43 in Syracuse, 43 in Buffalo, 41 Jamestown, and 42 in Rochester. Looking at our futurecast for 1 a.m. Monday, it's just nothing going on. All the rain that we've seen in the previous radar slide is going to work its way out. So looking at 7 a.m. morning for classes, it's going to be mostly cloudy skies. And I would start seeing, which is saying rain and wintry mix and snow as we start our morning classes. Because looking at our 10 a.m., seeing a cold front is going to work its way on through, as you see by these green and blues, a wintry mix, as I said, for our Valentine's Day. 1 p.m. Monday, all this rain and mystery snow. So as you head into lunch, you'll see snow. Looking at going into moon hours, you'll still see snow affecting our area on campus. So as you're making out with for your loved ones going out to dinner, I'd recommend staying indoors. It's going to be windy and stay close to the flowers. So I wouldn't really travel on the roads, just being careful. So for tonight, cloudy skies, as rain dissipated air with 34 degrees. Most of the southwest at 13 miles an hour. For Valentine's Day forecast, we're reaching like a high of 40 with this is snow throughout the day, windy, mix all snow. Monday night, 15. If you're heading out for any plans, wind chill is going to be cold. And looking at for Tuesday, 23 degrees. It's going to be cold again. And then going past Tuesday night, it's going to be a clear night, 41 degrees. It's going to be my pick day of the week is with 41 degrees. But as we head out into our extended forecast, we start seeing sunny, just bundle up on Tuesday, and we should see temperatures getting back into the probably close up to 50s by this weekend, which is really surprising for February. So I'm looking forward to the warmer temperatures.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to feel like summer if it's in the 50s this weekend.
I was going to say it's more into spring. Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil was right then. Spring is going to come early this year, it looks like.
This week's showing it, yeah.
All right, thanks, Scott. When we come back, Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook stalker drift further apart with a court-ordered restraining order. Segment reporter Erica Grill will have more. Stay tuned. You're watching WTOP.
Brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
Oswego MBA program helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Got a good thing going, I don't wanna see it. Oh, no, no, no.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Facebook is well known for being a stalker's dream, being able to find almost anyone by searching their name. But now, CEO Mark Zuckerberg is getting a personal experience himself. Here in the studio now to tell us more is crime reporter Erica Grill.
Thanks, Erica. Founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, has been granted a restraining order against a man who has taken stalking to the next level. The stalker, Pradeep Manukanda, had contacted Zuckerberg numerous times. Manukanda claimed he needed monetary assistance for his mother, who is suffering from a serious illness. He promised to repay the billionaire the undisclosed amount he is asking for. Manukanda went to multiple Facebook offices, asking to personally speak to the CEO. A Facebook message to billionaire Zuckerberg said, quote, "I owe my entire life at your service. Please help me, then I am ready to die for you. Please understand my pain." The court state Manukanda also showed up at the Facebook CEO's home in Palo Alto, California on January 24th. In one handwritten document to Zuckerberg taken from TMZ Online, Manukanda says, quote, "I am waiting for you outside your house. Please do the needful assistance in saving my mother." It's not just Zuckerberg suffering from the discomfort, though. His girlfriend and sister have also received harassing messages. Sister Randy Zuckerberg was addressed in a message that said, quote, "I really need your help, my dear sister." The court ordered Manukanda to stay at least 300 yards away from Mark Zuckerberg. If you or someone you know is being harassed via a social networking site like Facebook, remember, you can adjust your privacy settings to control who sees your account and what they see, as well as who can contact you. If you feel the problem is beyond your control, contact officials. I'm Erica Grill, and that's your crime report.
That's crazy that he's being stalked. I mean, someone who created this whole thing it's coming back to bite him.
Someone so prominent like that has to be careful of stalkers. I mean, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah.
I know I definitely have my privacy settings adjusted to, just friends only.
All right, thanks, Erica.
Thanks.
Last week's resignation of Congressman Chris Lee is just the latest in a string of New York political controversies. According to Syracuse.com, Lee resigned his Buffalo area seat Thursday after the gossip website Gawker published emails he sent to a woman he met on Craigslist, including a photo where he is shirtless and flexing a bicep. Lee released a statement apologizing to his families and constituents for letting them down. New York Democratic Party Chairman Jay Jacobs said, quote, "I don't think it's anything in the water, but we do seem to have a disproportionately large amount of scandal." New Yorkers may remember Elliot Spitzer, David Patterson, Pedro Espada, Hiram Montserrat, and Eric Massa, and that was just in the last couple of years.
Democrats in New York State Senate say that 240,000 more votes that their party received in the 2010 elections show the Republican majority must embrace the nonpartisan redrawing of election districts. Again, Democrats claimed that the Republicans have been waffling since the last fall's election on their promise to support an independent commission to redraw Senate districts. The majorities in each House traditionally redraw districts to favor their incumbents. The redistricting process will set the lines for the next 10 years. And now, a full look at sports with Calvin Brown.
Good evening. The highly anticipated return of the Oswego men's hockey team quickly turned into a sour day this past Saturday. The number 1 ranked Oswego was upset by Morrisville Mustangs with a score of 5-2. The coach stated, quote, "They played like a desperate playoff team, and we played soft," end quote. Although the Lakers have clinched the top seed in the SUNYAC playoffs, they look to rebound this Friday against Geneseo in the Campus Center Arena. There was another upset this past Saturday, but this time it wasn't us. The Oswego women's hockey team traveled to Rochester and defeated the number 1 ranked RIT with a score of 2-1. Goalie Emmy Williams came up big for the Lakers with 46 blocked shots, while Olivia Borson assisted the first goal of the game and finished with the game-winning goal. The girls' hockey team improved to a 12-9-3 overall record, and the Tigers fall to a 21-1-2 record. The Lakers look to finish strong in their last game of the season against Castletown State on Tuesday, February 22nd at 3 p.m. In the NFL, wide receiver Plaxico Burress looks to leave a good impression on the NFL with his work ethics as he tries to make a strong return to the league. This past Saturday, Burress's agent had this to say, quote, "Burress is doing great. He is running and lifting weights 5 days a week. He looks in terrific shape," close quote. Plaxico is set to be released from prison on June 6th, but he is already catching the eyes of New York Giants and Pittsburgh Steelers. The old teammate and defensive end, Osi Umenyiora, said he will be looking forward to seeing the 6'5" receiver back on the field. That's it for sports. Let's send it back over to Barry and Erica for more news.
Thanks, Calvin. When we come back, we'll take a look at the lighter side of news.
But first, take a look at your community calendar.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
TOP, brought to you by the letter W.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online, or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
There's a place, not so far away, a place where you don't have to keep the volume down. You'll find all sorts of creatures in this place without have to. The silly you, the proud you, You may even meet the curious you. Ask your parents to take you to this not-so-far-away place. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
Got a good thing going and I don't wanna see it end. Oh no, no, no.
Hi, we're real big fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
And now here's a dive into the lighter side of news. A giant green egg showed up on the red carpet at the Grammys tonight, and guess who was inside it? The giant green egg with Lady Gaga inside caused quite a stir when it was carried into the Staples Center for tonight's ceremony. It is said to be a tease for her Born This Way album, which releases in May. She's slated to sing the title song tonight. Barbra Streisand, Mick Jagger, and Bob Dylan are all slated to be performing. Dr. Dre plans to deliver his first live TV performance in a decade when he takes up the stage with Eminem, who is up for 10 Grammys. The show will also feature a tribute to Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Does the sun revolve around the Earth? 1 in every 3 Russians think so. So says a spokeswoman for state pollster VSTOM. A survey released this week showed that 32% of Russians believe that the Earth was the center of the solar system. 55% believe that all radioactivity is man-made, and 29% think that the first humans lived when dinosaurs still roamed the Earth. The survey polled 1,600 people across Russia's regions this past January.
Health officials are investigating complaints of respiratory illnesses that a media report said affected dozens of people after a fundraiser at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles. The Department of Public Health issued a statement yesterday saying only that it was investigating a suspected respiratory infection outbreak among attendees of a conference on the west side of Los Angeles County. But the LA Times reports dozens of people were sickened after the event at the mansion, but neither the newspaper nor the county health officials cited a specific number of cases. And now we're going to take a look at your Class Day forecast with meteorologist Scott Shibley.
Thank you, Barry. Our Class Day forecast would be expected winter snow mix. Winter snow mix, and then snow showers for the rest of your day for your Valentine's Day.
All right, so did you say earlier to kind of keep off the roads tomorrow night? Was that?
I would just keep off the roads of driving.
Just be careful, because I know a lot of us already have dinner reservations for going out, so you want us to be careful?
Just be careful, yep.
So what do you think? Is it going to be icy mix or snow? What do you think it's going to look like?
Well, it's only going to be wintry mix in the morning, and then it's going to change all over to snow, so just be careful driving.
So it's probably we should just get some food and watch some movies tomorrow
Yeah,
night
watch
for
movies,
Valentine's Day.
just have a nice romantic dinner inside.
Get a big box of chocolate, eat them all.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Scott. That's going to do it for us here at the 10 News, for the 10 News team.
I'm Scott Shibley. Good night.
All right, and I'm Barry Weigel.
And I'm Erica Pratt.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Good night.